Hi, my name is Bill Lundgren. I'm going to show you a PowerUp demonstration today and how we can work with lubricants, whether they're organic or synthetics. To start out with, this is a Timken bearing tester. This tester will put out 200,000 psi. Now, this tester used to be put out with an arm or lever. It would develop between 7 and 10,000 psi. So we're going to see something on a very unique scale as far as the principles of friction and lubrication. To start out with, you take this bearing. One bearing is running against the other one. And these are 1 pound weights. Again, they develop about 28,000 psi per weight. With the second weight, you'll see it stopping. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is turn our bearing to a different wear location. And then we're going to take a reservoir and snap it on. Now we're going to add the synthetic lubricant into the application. This is a Mobile One product. And we're going to put the weights back out here to find out how the oil holds up on the same test. Now, you can see the lubricant's definitely helping that wear surface out. And basically what we're doing here, we gained about 3 weights when she's stopping. So, next thing we're going to do is I want you to take a very close look at that scarring mark. If you look real close, you see the lines running through the scarring mark. They're identical. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Now we're going to add the PowerUp NNL 690G Universal Fortifier into the lubricant. See if we can't help it out. Now we're going to take one weight off of here because we know it's going to stop. And add the PowerUp into the lubricant. Now as I put PowerUp into that lubricant, you can hear it quiet down. And this is what it'll do for all wear surfaces. The next thing we're going to do is put some more pressure or resistance on the wear surface. Now keep in mind with those 2 weights that stop, we just put 2 more weights on there, and we actually doubled our friction or wear surface with pressure. We're going to put 2 more weights on here, and you can kind of see what we're doing to lubrication. PowerUp is a unique product that doesn't bond to the metal surface. It increases the film strength of lubrication. PowerUp is a fortifier, not an additive. Of course, there's a lot of information on our website that explains the benefits of PowerUp. We're going to put a couple more weights on here. You can kind of understand what's going on with this technology. Now in closing, what we're going to be doing here is I want you to take a close look at that scarring mark, and we're going to talk about that from the old one versus the new one. Now if you take a close look at the scarring mark, it used to look like this one over here, with the lines running through it. You'll see it's actually starting to polish those scarred marks. So just think about it. We went from a bad situation to a very unique situation of polishing and protecting those wear surfaces. Now the last thing I'm going to be doing here today is we're going to put PowerUp on the bearing surface to establish the most important thing: it doesn't bond to the metal surface. So we're going to take our reservoir, snap it off of here. We're going to take a drop of PowerUp, put it on the railing here, and put a small amount on that bearing surface. What we're going to do next is turn it to a different wear location to find out how PowerUp can work in a new application and how much less wear there's going to be. Now before, we had 3 weights on there and it stopped, so we're going to go with the 3 weights that we started with. And then I'd like to have you to take a close look at our scarring mark, how much less wear the bearing is out on the new wear surface. Here's our new wear mark, which you can barely see. And you see here's the other scarring marks that we had originally. So now you can kind of understand how unique this product truly is. Move back to the wear surface because we didn't take the PowerUp off of there. And we're going to add some more weights onto the application to establish the most important thing about PowerUp. It's the only product that we know of that doesn't bond to the metal surface. It increases its own strength. Now I get to show it to you today. By the way, let's take a look at our scarring mark with all that pressure on the wear surface. Now we're going to take the PowerUp, rub it off of here, and we're going to rub it off of here to establish the most important thing, that it does not bond on. Because when we remove it, it stops. Everything goes right to wearing out again. We're going to take some of the PowerUp that's left on the railing here, put it back on the application, and keep it right on running again. So once you take it out of the oil, it's gone. Once you put it back in, it's there. It's nice to know now that we can work with both lubricants. The wear factor ratios are the same, whether you're working with a synthetic or an organic.